action is required to inform the chair. I call the meeting to order. Minutes from the previous meeting, any corrections or errors or anything?
I didn't have any.
Okay. Do I hear a motion to,
I'll make a motion to accept the meeting minutes.
okay, all right, and I also agree, and so it's unanimous. And do you want to discuss?
So unfortunately, the Ag Commission didn't post an agenda, so that's why they're not here this evening. I think at this point, we should just continue on. If any board members want to get more comments to me, I can get this to the Animal Control Officer for referral for maybe the next meeting. We can hold the public hearing in August if you'd like.
Right. I will, since I have 3 days to myself, I can fill in these.
Okay,
I'll do that and get it to you.
Perfect.
Fill in the definitions.
yes, if you want to do that, and
Yes.
if anyone else has comments,
The-
let us know.
Can we discuss this?
Absolutely, yep.
The only one, the question that I had when I went over this, and I'm not sure whether or not, I thought we had discussed putting in like a comment about the permit fees, that it would be looked at yearly by the Board of Health, and I thought you were going to check to see if it can be put on the website with some other kind of,
So it is,
Permit.
there is, the
miss
statement
it?
is in there.
in this one?
It should be. And if it's not, then.
I looked under,
So I thought I had added something in.
Funny, I remember seeing it somewhere, maybe.
So I'll make sure, because under both section 5 and 6, it did have, permit renewal. Oh, yeah, you're right, this,
did
I think this is the wrong, I may have sent over the wrong.
I thought
We
too,
have too many versions.
yes. But I just thought, we didn't want to put the
Yeah,
permit,
so-
the fee in
Oh,
there.
so it was under general, in accordance with general laws, chapter 140, section 175. Oh. So we added every calendar year, shall be renewed every calendar year. So under
Okay.
6.1, 6.4, and 7.2, permit shall expire on December 31st of each year unless sooner
Now, where
revoked
are
at
you
any
reading
time
that?
of the Board of Health for show cause.
3 of 6.
But we're
Yes.
not, we don't have any
But it doesn't have the
amount.
fee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so that they could look it up online. Would that make, this is just a comment, because I missed that there, even though but that's under equine.
So each section has it, that the permit expires at the end of the year. So equine has that it expires at the calendar year, and then piggeries also has that it expires at the calendar year.
All right, I'll take your word for it, because I'm not seeing it,
Do you-
but that's okay.
7.2,
The Barnstable Stables is one,
yes, 6.4 is the first
So what
and the
number,
piggeries
7.2?
is second.
7.2.
Oh, permit shall expire, all right. Would it make sense? Oh, that's permit registration, that's for the stable, are all the permits, would they all come due at the same time?
All except for funeral directors.
Okay, well, we don't, but I mean, as far as the animals.
Yes.
Would it make sense to make one statement regarding all, I'm just,
I mean, if you want, we could put it under general that all,
that all the permitting fees are reviewed yearly by the Board of Health and are, whatever, however you want to say
I
it.
mean, I don't think we need to mention the fee unless you want to. But if you want, we can take out each section and put it just under general if that's what the board wants.
I guess if,
I don't know if it's that, I don't know if it
I
makes
think
that much
if we're gonna
difference.
charge a fee, it should say a fee. Just says registration should be renewed every calendar year. That doesn't necessarily mean there'd be a fee attached to it.
Whatever you want, let me know and I can change it.
Oh, I think we should have the fee in it, yeah.
Had the word fee, you know,
Yeah.
registration shall be, the Board of Health reviews the fee schedule, and that it's posted, somewhere where you said the permit fees are like.
They're posted online, yeah,
Yeah.
you vote on it.
Yeah, to put it online. In other words, instead of putting say there's a registration fee or a permit fee. I don't know what, is there a difference between a registration and a permit fee?
No.
All right, and just that we would say that, and that it's renewed on a yearly basis by the Board of Health and is listed on the,
You could put with a designated fee, with fee.
how did they,
Maybe just put a general statement saying fees are listed on the website of the Board of Health under permits and
yeah, something to that.
whatever.
But I think it should say, somewhere it should say the word fee.
I think if you say that once in the beginning
Yeah,
or
just in
end.
one place and get
In
it,
general?
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. And I will try to get this done tomorrow, up here at the top. But I'm gonna do it myself.
Do you
So-
want just one section under general that all permits are due at the calendar year, just to have that whole,
Yeah, all permits are, whenever they're reviewed yearly by the Board of Health on, whatever date. The fee schedule is listed on the website. I mean, does anybody else have any ideas? I mean, does anybody?
No, I think that's good. I think, yeah, I think we should have the fee, yeah.
were there any other suggestions on the rest of it?
No, I think it's
No,
good.
I didn't have any.
Okay.
Oh, I do. This is up here on page 2, where they have the minimum distance requirements.
Mm-hmm.
I had to stick a piece of paper on there. Can we have that line
Underneath it?
underneath it so it's easier to see exactly where I'm looking, like here? Have that line come all the way across.
Oh, I see what you're saying. All right, yeah.
I mean, that's nothing much,
It's an
but
easy, yeah, we can do that.
I ended up sticking a piece of paper under it so I could figure exactly what it was saying there for each one. Other than that, I don't have anything.
Yeah, I think it's great. So what are we,
We have to do anything, I mean, we're just asking,
So we'll have to have a public hearing to adopt it, once the board's comfortable with the draft.
okay,
Alright.
We should send it to our animal control officer
Yeah.
for her comments.
all right,
And then we will, eventually, I think if you want to do this in August, we can start the process. Let our stable permit holders know that we will be holding a public hearing
Alright.
so they
Okay.
can have comment.
all right, that'll work.
So no one can say that we're quick to change any regulations.
Can't say we didn't try,
You can lead a horse to water.
but you can't make him drink, you are right.
okay. And, the COVID update?
Yes. So we have seen a total cumulative of 2,200 cases and 63 deaths total since the beginning of the pandemic. We are currently following only 6 active cases over 5 days, which I checked again earlier. That's still accurate. Our 14-day average incidence rate is 22.1 compared to all of Massachusetts, which is 31.7 per 100,000. Our percent positivity is 7.23 compared to all of Mass, which is 7.51. We have a very population. 85% of our total population is vaccinated, and 88% of our eligible population is vaccinated. I included a link to the Paxlovid if anyone was interested in that. A few of the individuals that I have heard that have used it, it's been very easy. So I hope that's to be easy going forward.
There's just a lot of use if you have this medication and don't use if you.
Yeah. The state released an updated mask advisory, which is in here, and it's nice that they're comfortable kind of bringing down some of the mask restrictions.
Was this the same one that you pulled?
So that's the newest one.
That's the newest one.
Yep, that's
yeah,
the most
what I
up to
thought.
date.
All right.
And Harwich is going to be receiving about 4,000 home tests for distribution. We're hoping they come in either this week or next week. Likely we'll be distributing them at different town buildings, but we haven't fully committed to a plan for distribution quite at this point. And that is it for my COVID update.
The new vaccine for the children,
Mm-hmm.
is that being distributed right now?
Yes, I believe most of the pediatricians will be doing that. I know Barnstable County is not ordering it at this point. I believe the pharmacies will be a big resource to receive that. But it was just approved. I believe 6 months is the youngest that is
6 months to what?
9. 5.
5.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's both Moderna and Pfizer.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And the next one is the Board of Health discussion on continuing to acknowledge and appoint the town of a special agent signing death certificates and burial permits.
So if you remember a few months ago, we voted to have Jim Mullen be the temporary town, he was the temporary town clerk. He was signing the death certificates. So now that we have a new town clerk, we officially have to submit some paperwork to the state. So the board would just vote to continue to acknowledge and appoint Emily Mitchell as our signing death certificate and burial agent.
Okay, do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion to appoint Emily Mitchell as the new special agent, I guess you'd call it.
Mm-hmm.
Signing death certificates and burial permits.
Second?
Second?
And I'm in agreement, so it's unanimous.
Great.
Board of Health discussion on possible revisions of a bedroom definition.
So this one, we found that there's been a little gray area for our current bedroom definition that we have. There's been a lot of issues during mostly building permit review. Brewster also recently just revised their bedroom definition, and this one is based off of theirs. We changed a few things for the draft, but it's very similar to what Brewster has, which would be consistent. I'm interested in hearing any thoughts on it, any revisions, any changes.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just wondering what was different.
So the first page is the new proposed, and the second page is our existing.
Oh, I got you. I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Okay. Well, it's much less.
Yes.
Yeah. I only had a question on.
Sure.
It's not, I guess it's still under number 3. It's on the second page, where it says, privacy elimination, and then go down to number C. It says, access to a bedroom required by walking through another room that meets the definition of a bedroom, all right? the walk-through room shall not be considered a bedroom. So if you have a bedroom and a walk-through, and that walk-through is going to lead to a finished room above a garage.
So if there's stairs, that would be different, but so the thought, so we see a lot of, you have, say you have stairs here. You walk into this room, there's a door, and then there's another room here with a door. This room wouldn't be considered a bedroom, but this one would be.
All right, so if we had a bedroom here, and you came up the usual stairs, and through that is a hallway, no windows or doors. A door, but no windows. And now you come into a finished room above a garage, because
So are you going upstairs here?
no. You come upstairs to the second floor, into this bedroom, and there's another bedroom over here. So the stairs comes up in the middle, then you go here and here. Then there's a finished area in here, no windows. And now over here is a finished area above a garage,
Is that the only way to access that room?
this room.
Is this the only access point to that room?
You mean from downstairs?
Is the, any way to access this room through
Only
here?
through there.
So this would be the bedroom, this would not be the bedroom. And that's what we currently have in our definition anyway.
Okay, because when I was reading through this, because I thought, it talks about what consists a bedroom. All right, over here it says it's floor space, da-da-da-da-da-da. And then down here it says living room, dining room, kitchen, hall, bathroom, unfinished cellars, unheated storage areas, garages are not considered bedrooms. A finished room over a freestanding or attached garage or finished basement space are considered bedrooms if it meets the definition. So if that room above the garage meets this definition,
So it wouldn't meet the definition if it was a pass-through. So we can change the verbiage. In our old definition, it says if it's necessary to walk through a room to access another room, then the walk-through room is not considered a bedroom because privacy is not provided.
Right.
If you like that language better, we can swap that out.
tend to think that makes a little bit more sense. Because I couldn't tell if I thought this was changing what was here.
Well, the last sentence of the new one, doesn't it, of the new proposal,
Where are you, where?
of the new one? The very last sentence?
So that's our existing
That's the
one.
existing one. This is the existing one,
Yes.
and this is the new one.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got it.
Don't. So, on that, when I said page 2, I meant
The back page.
the back of this one. And where it says, that, down to C.
Yeah, we can replace C with that
Yes.
sentence.
I think that makes, to me, it's easier to understand.
To do what? Say me again?
Over here where
Yep,
this, replace it with, if it is not necessary to walk.
last,
Yeah.
that's what I was
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
say.
Okay, all right.
I had it mixed up. Okay, yep, got
So
it.
scratch the current C and replace it with that last sentence.
Yes. And that was my only, other than that, I thought, I got hung up on that because I couldn't decide whether,
It would,
exactly.
yeah, no, I think that clarifies it.
All right. That was my only comment.
So do we have to or can we vote on it and with that?
So this is, it's fine, we don't have to take action today. We'll have to eventually have a public hearing, so this is good
Oh,
to just
okay.
get another draft.
All right.
Good enough.
If we want to adopt it as a regulation, or
Yeah.
if we just want to adopt it as a policy.
What is it now?
Right now, it's just a definition, so if we wanted to make it a regulation, we could, we would just change regulation. Either way, I think is fine.
I think we should have it a regulation.
I was gonna say, would it,
So if we do the regulation, it's a different hearing process, which is completely fine, we can do it that way.
I'm just wondering if it carries more weight and it's less ambiguous if
If it's
we
a re- yeah.
make it
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think that's completely fine.
Okay.
Do we wanna, is there enough time to get it on for the July meeting?
I'd have to look at the calendar tomorrow,
Okay.
see if we can get 2 weeks.
So if there's enough time, do you want it on the July, and if not, we'll get it on
Yeah,
August?
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if we can.
Either one's fine.
And let me know if you have changes in the meantime.
Other than that, I thought it was fairly straightforward. Yeah, that was the only thing I got hung up on.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And E is the year 23 VNA contract review and vote to submit to the Board of Selectmen for approval and signature.
So nothing's changed, this is the same contract that you've had for many years at this point.
Any questions? Do I hear a,
I'll make a motion to, it's the same contract,
To
right?
submit to, yep, to technically the Board of Selectmen approve and sign it.
All right, the contract review to vote at the, I don't know how I want to say, because we're not changing anything.
To submit the contract to the Board of
Oh,
Selectmen
just
for
to submit
approval
it to
and
the Board of
signature.
Health, okay, all right. All right, I make a motion that we submit the new contract to the Board of Selectmen for approval
And signature.
and
yep.
signature.
Yep.
All right,
Second.
second? And I'm in agreement, so everyone is
yep.
in agreement to do that? Old and unfinished business?
Nothing old.
Any new business? We're expecting them to come.
I think they're virtually here.
Oh,
There is
I keep forgetting to look at that.
who is the owner, I believe,
Okay.
and Tim Santos said he was down there.
Hold on 1 second.
Thank you.
I opened the hearing for the LLC 575 Route 28 Harwich Port on Main Street.
And you'll have to read that whole.
Okay, environmental impact report to demonstrate compliance with Harwich Board of Health Regulation 1.211, installation of sewage disposal system that will accommodate over 2,000 gallons per day, plan prepared by engineers and land surveyors. Hello? Are you there?
Message to Dennis through the chat to see if he's expecting Tim to.
So Dennis Miller is on, and we are expecting Tim Santos, the engineer, wants to say anything to open it. Otherwise, I can start if you want.
Please.
So this is a mixed-use project that's proposed at 570. It is, the site had a demolished building on it in 1980. They're proposing almost a 12,000 square foot mixed-use building with retail, 2 restaurants, and 5 apartments on the second floor. The proposed sewage disposal system is designed for 4,850 gallons per day. The plans are all provided in here. The calculations for the final nitrogen loading come out to 26.47. It will consist of 2,000 gallon grease trap, 10,000 gallon tank, 5,000 gallon tank, 8,000 gallon tank, and leaching trenches. If you want, plans kind of shows what they were thinking for the different layouts. Who's that? Oh, Tim's on right now.
Hello.
How's it going? Sorry about that.
We can't hear you, Tim.
Can you hear me now?
Tim, can you try saying something again?
He just
Oh, he's
logged
gone.
out. I think he's probably trying to call in now.
Gotta love technology.
Yes, something, but I'm not sure what it is.
I think it's the meeting next door.
Is that what it is? Who owns the property right now? Is that part of that, is Fennel on that?
It is. Dennis Miller's the owner.
Dennis Miller?
Yep, he's on right now. Yeah. While we're waiting for Tim to log in, I think he's having a little technical difficulty. I can give my recommendations if you want in the meantime. I've met with Tim a few times about the project. I would recommend approval with the following conditions. Construction and operation of the facility shall be as per the environmental impact report dated May 19th, 2020, prepared by Tim Santos, PE, for 2,000 square feet of retail space, 5 one-bedroom apartments, 20-seat restaurant, and 100-seat restaurant. Potential uses outlined provided for a nitrogen loading capacity of 26.47 parts per million. The septic system use is for non-industrial waste only. And that would be my recommendations. Oh, and I think Tim's here. Tim, can you hear us okay? Tim, can you try saying something?
Try it again. Tim, can you hear us?
Tim, can you hear anything?
You can hear us now. Just try to throw a speaker.
Trying to dial in by phone. Can you hear me?
Can you try saying something to see if we got you now?
Yeah, I hear you.
No.
Is he gonna call in on his phone,
Yeah.
it looks like?
Yeah, I'm having trouble with the speakers in my.
You think it's fixed now?
I think this is on my computer. It's not working right now, but maybe you could think something else.
I just messaged him in the chat to see if he could hear the board.
Let's see. Hold on. Try it now.
Tim, can you try saying something again?
He's muted right now.
Oh, can you unmute? It's really, can you turn the speaker up on your end? I can hear it coming through your computer. It's not you, Tim, it's on our end. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. We're all set now.
Okay, go ahead, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. We got there.
All right. Sorry about that. Record. Santos, Merrill Engineering, and applicant. Property is located at 575 Main Street in Harwich. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure, because there was an echo and now it dropped, which is easier on my end. So the property is located at 575 Main Street in Harwich. The applicant is proposing to develop the site with a mixed-use building with retail, restaurants, and apartments on the second floor. The site, for some of you who might be familiar with, the site is formerly Dr. Dahlia's private offices and home, where he had his practice. We're here tonight looking for approval of a system with a design flow greater than 2,000 gallons per day. And the actual proposed design flow is 4,850 gallons per day. The site is not located in the Zone 2, is not located in any of the local watersheds, according to the CDM Smith report. The site, the system that we are proposing is a traditional Title V pressure dose system. It is made up of a grease trap, septic tanks, pump chamber, and pressure dose leaching trenches. The system conforms to all Title V and Harwich regulations, and no variances are needed for the site. I believe Dennis is on with it as well. I was going to try to share the screen so you could see the exhibit that I submitted to the board, but it says I need to ask for your permission to share that, or you could share it on your end, whatever's easier.
They also, we printed out a copy for each of you in your packet as well.
So if the board has any questions, I'd be more than happy to address them, or Dennis could help as well. And I apologize for the technical difficulty initially.
I think there should be an option for you to share your screen. You could hover over the bottom of your screen. There should be a My Camera Screen Leave on there, and then if you go to the screen, you can ask to become a presenter.
Do you need it digitally, or are you okay with the paper? Would you rather have it up on the screen?
Oh, this is okay.
Okay.
I think we're okay.
Do you have any questions on it?
When do you propose to start?
Did you ask when we
Yeah,
propose
when do you
to start?
propose to start?
Dennis, would you like to answer that?
Yeah, sure. Hello, everyone. I don't know if you can hear me. This is Dennis
Yeah, go
Miller.
ahead.
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay, great. Thank you. We are hoping to start as soon as we possibly can. We have a planning board meeting we believe will be held at the end of July, beginning of August. We're not sure which meeting yet that will be on the agenda for. I'm working very intensely on trying to secure contractors, which is unbelievably difficult right now and unbelievably expensive. But we think we have people lined up that have a slot in the October-November timeframe to begin the site work. And I have significant amount of interest and activity going on right now, including a couple of commitments. So we're ready. I mean, we are ready. Looks like we'll work with Cape Cod 5 on the financing. So, you know, we kind of have our ducks in a row. I'm pretty familiar with downtown Harwich Port. I have a decent presence in the center there. So I think, you know, what we're proposing and what this will be, you know, kind of building, if you will, in the center when it's completed, and we have a lot of interest in it. So we're anxious, excited, and we think we've dotted our I's and crossed our T's, and we hope so we're ready to go.
I'm going to close the hearing. Is there any public comment? Any more discussion with the board?
If you were curious, packet too, if you wanted to see what it looks like, that is.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I only have one question, and it might be for Katie. I see here some of the things they looked at were from the CDM Smith order. I don't know how much of that has changed since that was originally done, and the fact that they are looking to revise certain sections of the CWMP, which I'm not aware of what they are. But I thought some things were changing along Route 28.
We don't know yet.
You don't know
The
yet?
Yeah, the CWMP hasn't been revised yet.
Yeah, so,
So that's when, if they do run 28, they would probably have to come back to us. If they put in this,
Okay.
brand new septic
Yeah.
system, they would put in to have either an extension or if you
well,
want
see,
to
I think
connect
they
right
were
away.
upping the timeframe of doing 28 because of the route it was gonna take depending on what we were gonna do.
Yeah.
So instead of being towards the end of the
I-
CWMP, they were moving it up.
I think either way, they want to start in
Yeah,
October,
which is-
November,
yeah.
so it wouldn't be there.
Just so they
Um,
would, if that does happen and things change, then they would be responsible for adjusting their,
So they would, if they wanted to, so say the sewer comes down next year, they would
Yeah.
have to come back here for an extension.
all right, okay. Yeah, that was my only question, because I have a feeling some of this stuff is gonna change.
I think so too.
And just
but-
so, I'm just saying that so that you people are aware that things, some of that might change, that you might have to ad lib a little bit.
Fortunately, the plumbing is right now, it'd be pretty easy just to come
It
up the
looked
side
like
to
it.
connect.
It looked like it, yeah, I thought that, so I don't know whether that's something, if it was supposed to go down that far, which I don't remember where it was supposed to go.
Yeah, they unfortunately don't know.
They don't know yet, yeah.
I would love to see it go down 28, be the first stop, but I don't know.
So I guess maybe my question would be, and this is more like just for your general, would you want to consider putting pipe, leading out to the street that they could connect easily if the sewer does run down that way, that you could connect, that if you already go ahead and put, like macadam or whatever you put down, that you would turn around and have to, dig it up to put pipe down. So I just wanted them to be aware that that might change, that you might end up having to be connected to the sewer sooner than later. But we don't know.
I appreciate that information. That's great information. The only reservation I would have in laying sewer pipe now would be we don't really know the elevation that was
Yeah.
coming by the site. And if we were to run everything out there by gravity, and
Yeah.
then the sewer pipe is higher for some strange reason, then we'd end up digging it all up eventually anyways. So
All right.
we're probably the way we're proposing it now, and we understand it could be a sewer, we could easily put manholes and pipe to get out to the front, and hopefully we can make it by gravity.
All right. Just so you were aware that it might change
Yep.
sooner than later.
Excellent, thank you.
Other than
The
that,
$1 million question.
yeah, we're all waiting. Other than that, I think it looks good.
Any other questions, comments? Okay, do I hear a motion?
Motion to,
Exactly.
wait. For the Main Street HP LLC, 575 Route 28, Harwich Port, that we accept their engineering.
Environmental impact report to demonstrate compliance with Harwich Board of Health Regulation 1.211.
Okay.
Installation of sewage disposal system that will accommodate over 2,000 gallons per day. Plan prepared by Merrill Engineer and Land
All right.
Surveyors.
So we don't have to put this in your recommendations?
Ask that the conditions be
Yeah,
put in.
all right, okay. So you want me to read those?
Please.
Okay. With these following conditions, construction and operation of the facility shall be as per the environmental impact report, date May 19th, 2022, prepared by Tim Santos, PE, for 2,000 SF of retail space, 1 to 5 bedroom apartments,
5 one-bedroom.
5 one-bedroom apartments, 20-seat restaurant, and 100-seat restaurant. Potential uses outlined provide for nitrogen loading capacity of 26.47 parts per million, and septic system use is for non-industrial waste only. And that was it on that.
That was it.
Okay,
Okay, second, and I agree, so.
I agree.
Unanimous? Well, good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time. Have a great 4th of July, too.
You
Oh,
too.
You too.
Yeah,
Right, it's
that
right around
looks-
the corner.
I think that will look nice.
Yeah.
I lost mine.
Do you want to do your,
Sure.
report?
Absolutely. So I completed my ICS 400 training, which is one of the state required certificates. It's a 2-day event for emergency planning. Carrie, the senior health agent, will be taking it next, hopefully in August. Our town nurse, Sue Giselle, who is just so fantastic, has started, or will be starting her blood pressure monitoring clinics again. And those will be on Mondays, starting in August, 5 p.m. The Barnstable County Public Health nurses are also starting their food pantry blood sugars monitoring. So anyone who's interested in having their blood sugar checked can go to the food pantry for Barnstable County's public health nurses to check. I attended the Monomoy Career, which was a great way to try to get younger individuals excited in public health. So hopefully someone's gonna go into public health after that. As you may have heard, monkeypox has been found in Massachusetts. Currently, there's not any confirmed cases on Cape Cod, but we're monitoring it very closely. The Department of Child and Family Services is looking for volunteers, so I put their flyer in there if anyone's interested in helping volunteer for them. And in other departmental news, June's been very busy with swimming pool openings, restaurant openings, beach sampling, and complaints. I think Jen can attest that the phone hasn't stopped ringing for a second. The summer sanitarian with Barnstable County has started, so she'll be here on Mondays, and she'll help kind of pick up some of the restaurant and pool inspections, as well as our beach sampler has also started, and we get that done on Wednesdays. At the end of the director's report, I included some of the monkeypox information from the state, as well as the flyer for the volunteer for foster care reviewers, if anyone is interested in that. And that is my report.
I just have one quick question.
Sure.
Did they say where in Massachusetts? Do we know, is there any on the Cape?
Not confirmed at this point.
Okay, okay.
A matter of time.
It's only a matter, you're absolutely right. It's only a matter of time.
I know a few samples have been sent in, but we haven't, not from Harwich, other towns on Cape, but they haven't been completed yet, so we'll find out in a few days, I guess.
I'm waiting for their new name. They're gonna
Rename it.
They wanna rename it, so, all right,
At least there's an existing vaccine and plenty of supply.
yes, yes.
And, did you want to?
Sure, so I just included a
The
correspondence
correspondence,
email in here from Sam Wong for all of you to read, just to confirm that our mask interpretation was correct. So I wanted to make sure that you guys saw a copy of that.
I think you put that on the website too, or a link to it. Remember we talked about
There
doing
is a
that?
link, yeah,
All
just to the criteria.
All right,
So, but then you could see the email from Dr. Wong, who's the Department of Public Health, head of the Department of Public Health. He's the director.
yeah.
That was the first correspondence. The second correspondence is kind of a big one. The Mass Department of Environmental Protection has a new plan for estuary impairment, which is going to be a game changer. Or excuse me, that I skipped, did I skip one? Yeah, no, this is the correct one. So basically, they're gonna be changing Title V by January 1st of 2023. The intent is to denitrify a lot of the area, and I have a funny feeling this may start to shape a lot of the other Cape Town CWMP. They said a lot of IA technology is gonna be required. They're going to redo the environmentally sensitive areas, the ESAs, but we haven't seen a copy of what those maps look like yet. From this just basic communication, it appears that they're gonna be requiring IA technology for any property in an environmentally sensitive area. But I'm not sure how far they're gonna extend that.
If it's not connected to the sewer.
Correct.
Yeah, all right.
So all the information's in there. I know there was an article in the Cape Cod Times the other day that didn't totally have it correct, so if anyone is reading, interested in the full packet, it is all here. And then the last correspondence was also from the DEP, and this was just to show where the public water system information is and the links to it. The annual report.
Okay.
Permits, so there are three new ones. That Veterans Lunchbox is a new food truck. We've already done the inspection. It's a really very, very nice food truck. They did a good job with it, so they're new. Rich
Will they
and,
be located somewhere?
so they won't be set up, they'll just be doing events in Harwich.
Oh, okay, okay.
The stable is a new permit holder. That one would be pending building permit review as well as pre-opening inspection. They wanted the permit to be approved by the Board of Health before they went through the whole building permit process, which is kind of understandable. And the last one is a new Title V inspector, is Miguel, and he's already passed his exam, so he's good to go.
I hear a motion to pass the permits with the comments from the director.
Motion pass the permits.
And it would just be pending building permit and pre-open inspection for the stable permit.
Pending, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Building permit approval and pre-open inspection.
Pre-open inspection and building approval.
Thank you.
Second. I agree, so all in favor?
With the veterans, which one, does he just ride around with his truck, or how's that work?
Nope, so he'll just be attending different events in Harwich, so I'm not sure if he's specified on it or not, but something similar to like the Cranberry Harvest Festival, other events in town.
Sometimes they go to like Pleasant Street Beach or River Beach.
So those ones, they have to be approved by the town. There's a contract that they win. There's kind of strict zoning requirements with food trucks in Harwich.
Funeral director here, what is that?
Don't Beal and Ames,
That was that's
just a renewal. Yep. So the funeral, the only ones that are at kind of an odd time.
everybody else is 31st of
Yes.
December.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think it's just statutory.
Okay,
I don't know if there's a reason behind it.
okay.
One more thing for poor Jen to have to remember a different date.
Well, I guess, any other,
I make a motion that we adjourn the meeting?
second? I'm in favor.
Not bad. Under an hour.
Fourth, everybody.
You too.
Yes, yes.
Traffic is